How you doing? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimindasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakuramitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Yam Pravajantam Anupeta Peta Krityam Vaipayano Yaraka Sharayana Putreti Tamayatayo Sarano Vinedus Tam Sarvabhuta Hridayam Munimantosmi Tavevasmi Tavevasmi Najivami Tvayavina Iti Vegaya Radhe Tvam Ayamam Charanantike. So, today we're going to read a little from the Sastra and also some of my book, and hopefully you will understand more about spiritual science and also the science of earth. Because if you don't have science of earth, then you'll be missing out on what is actually going on and what's actually appealing. All right, so we're just going to give it a free go. Let's see. Oh wow, it's about sexuality again. Maybe I should be a sexual guru. Like teach people about sexuality. I guess it's a very common thing. Um, it has to be, right? Without it, the earth doesn't go around. And it's what keeps everything going. It says in Bhagavad Gita as well. Okay, so Shri Prabhuda Vacha Karmani Arabha Mananam Dukahatyai Sukhaya Cha Pasyat Paka Viparyasam Mithuni Charinam Nirnam. So we have Sri Prabhuda said, accepting the role of male and female in human society, the conditioned souls unite in a sexual relationship. Thus they constantly make material endeavors to eliminate their unhappiness and unlimitedly increase their pleasure. But one should see that they inevitably achieve exactly the opposite result. In other words, their happiness inevitably vanishes, and as they grow older, their material discomfort increases. So this is the material condition, right? We can't get rid of four things, four defects: birth, old age, death, disease, illness, ailments. These are the miseries of the world as well. To even think about them is miserable. So that's why people try to keep busy, right? They stay on the internet, they watch videos, Netflix, and all that stuff, right? So this is what they do. But it says, basically what the book says in Geo-Negative Axis, that the more you try to achieve these things, the less happiness you actually get. So to really achieve happiness, I've always understood, as far as also G&A book, is by giving, by being negative, negating oneself, to give the proper compository of life and give them hope, whoever it is you're giving your love to. So, without the mercy of a pure devotee, it is exceedingly difficult to get free oneself from bodily concepts of life, which is the illusory basis of sexual attraction. That was a small purport. But basically, it's true. The spiritual master is the way to go. Because under their guidance, or his guidance, or her guidance, then you can see higher meaning in life towards you, towards your life. Without them, it remains mundane. You are befitting your association, basically, in many ways. So we have to see that, right? Okay, let's go to now the G&A book. So yeah, that taught us basically that the more you achieve in this world, you're not really achieving, unfortunately. And this is the problem. People get upset and they're like, if I'm going to be upset, I'm going to make others upset, and I'm going to be greedy, and I'm going to be envy, and they just all these things, and at the end of the day, certain people get cheated. So we have to keep our eye on things, let's say. We have to keep our goal distinguished. And by doing that, we render service to the pure devotees. And if we could do that, then we can fully understand this world. Because they are this world. They're the ones that make out to be what it is that is necessary to be. So, we're going to go and flick onto pages. The human body is base negative. Within existence, there can very well be another planetary alignment, where existence is based more on air and less on water. Water is the most pronounced or prevalent substance on Earth. It is a water planet, and matter is here. But we can see the moon, which is of us, as it seems to be a rockier and more of matter. So our main substrate is water, and it is from light. Light is the most providing force. Also, existence here is actually based on or thriving on air. It is fueled by the life airs of the body, or any standard engines. How they run is on air, but the air is being transferred into an electric impulse, which is the housing or the transcurrent of the light particle. Then our existence is not based on something of it, since we are more water than air. We are also negative thereby. So, just proving in the book that the planet is mainly water. But we're subsiding on air. But air is incomplete because it's light, actually. If we don't realize light, then we don't realize water. And if you don't realize air, then you can't realize light. So it's intermingling. One objectifies the other in this world. One subjectifies the other as well, because it's a hexagram. It's going up and down. So the energy that's going down is also going up, right? I explain this, that all matter becomes dust, becomes air, right? Eventually. So if we rely on light to come down, then we get air. We have to rely on it as part of us. There's no way we can get out of it. So basically, we are negative because we're water also, but we're negative of being reliant on water. We're reliant on air and light. So the life force is light. And in that, the good book explained, the Srimad Bhagavatam, that in this world we're only going to get older and more miserable. So turn to the supreme light. Don't try to just fulfill yourself in water. Jacuzzi life only lasts so long, then you get wrinkled. And that's actually how people, they could wrinkle their skin a lot sooner when they spend a lot of time in water, because water is very comfortable, actually. It's more us. So this is the physics, understand this world, that we're already based in a negative. So if we run a negative in our mind, in our intelligence, meaning we negate ourselves for the highest purpose together, which is serving the Lord usually, which is not killing animals, most definitely, and adhering to injunctions of purity and understanding them for what they really are, and partaking in spiritual sciences. This is a commentary on the Vedic science. This is a scientific index, okay? Is what it is, yeah. It's revealing. It's a continuation. It's the purport. So I maybe plan on writing purports for these cantos, the last three cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, because they're full of negative um, context that has to be excavated and understood, as I just did. That there was a purport put in there by Das Goswami or Hridayana and stuff like that, and it was very small. So, but I just made a whole elaboration. I could make 5 pages on that verse purport because of what I just explained, um, which is the truth. Because we're water, we're running on air. So if you want to understand light, you have to understand air first, and then you can get into light. But the life air or light is the original, and then the light in the negative, the geo-negative axis, that is the origin of matter. Matter subsides on it, matter increases and decreases by it. So always try to fulfill the highest expectancy, which is light. And by doing that, you'll be able to overcome what's beneath you, which is water and matter. Because ultimately we're light, and we're going to become light. So if you study light and you become light already, then you're ahead of the game. So you have to already accept light and its principle, because your body is going to become it. Now your soul, understanding its principle, now can make advances. Now that the body and the crazy mind and the derelict or the misused intelligence is secondary, third. Now the soul can push through, right? The racing horse, and that's the atomic light. Now the soul's in everything. It's consciousness. That's also the geo-negative axis. That's distinguished. And then you have ether. Ether is a particle of the Lord. Actually, it's not the Lord, but it's a particle because it does that job of taking away. Let's say, right? Things dissipate. That's from the ether. So yeah, I hope you learned a lot. And you understand that the human body is based negative. That was what you learned today. That's the 56th and 57th page of the Codes of Earth's Creational System, Geo-Negative Axis, Ujjval Samanich, Ganem Publishing. Contact me to get a book that is most revealing and make you understand what negative is and how you are. Thank you.